What is up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about how to level up your gameplay with the new and improved version of BlueStacks, one of the best emulators in the world here in BlueStacks 5. Now, BlueStacks 5 is the fastest emulator with up to 40% less memory usage than the other app players that are out there. And today we're going to talk about some of their new and improved features like their multi-instance and their eco mode that make your gameplay not only faster, but also smoother as well. And we're also going to go through some of their most important specs and also some gameplay so that you guys can get a real good look of the feel of this new version of BlueStacks 5. So if you guys are ready for that, we're going to start right now. Welcome back, guys, and yes, we're talking about the latest version of BlueStacks here in version number 5 that has an increased speed and that performance, guys. But before we get into it, if you want to check out the updated version of BlueStacks 5, there's going to be a link down below in the description so that you can go on and get started. Now, we're going to dive into some gameplay here later, but let's go over some of those specifications, the important specs, right? So BlueStacks 5 takes up to 50% less RAM usage than its previous version, BlueStacks 4, which will allow for you to save up to 2 gigabytes of RAM while playing multiple games. Or if you're like me, where you're running multiple software applications like my streaming software and also playing games at the same time, you won't experience those same unwanted lags. Also, when compared to those other emulators like Mimu and Nox and LDP Player, you're going to be experiencing 4 to 10% less RAM and CPU usage than your other competitors. You're also going to be experiencing 40% faster setup and load times than before. So if you want to get downstairs like me in the morning before your kids or your spouse come to bother you, get some little gaming in, this is going to give you that opportunity for you to be able to do so. They've also enhanced their engineering for smoother and higher frame rates per second. So I'm experiencing frame rates right now up to about 160, while playing my main game Marvel Strike Force. So I'm enjoying that pretty well, much higher, about 80 frame rates higher than what I was experiencing here with BlueStacks 4. They also have a pretty large library of gaming content, which I wasn't fully aware of, with over 2 million apps, which is 10 times the amount of, these other ones like Steam and Epic and Origin as well. And they also have a very large gaming community with over 500 million gamers. So BlueStacks doing pretty well, if I might say so myself. So here I am right now, guys. I am in BlueStacks 5. And yes, I've loaded up my game, usually Marvel Strike Force. I don't play in high graphics mode. I normally enable low graphics mode in Marvel Strike Force, but we're going to go through this battle here. We got it on 1 speed and we're going to hit auto and we're going to see, okay, well, how does this look? And as you can see, guys, the visuals look fine. It's running smooth, no issues whatsoever here. I'm still experiencing those high frame rates right now. So doing pretty well. And listen, the symbiotes are my favorite team. They look really, really good. So definitely encourage you to play BlueStacks 5 here, or use BlueStacks 5 to play, Marvel Strike Force. Now, I want to talk about one of their most important features here, which is their multi-instance mode, which you can access right over here in the right-hand corner, in the middle right-hand corner here in multi-instance mode. So I have a few other instances that I'm running right now. Remember, we talked about how when you're playing those multiple games, you're getting 2 gigabytes, right? You're freeing up 2 gigabytes of RAM here, so not going to really experience that lag again, when you're playing multiple instances. So I actually have 3 instances open right now. This is another one of my games that I play in Summoner's Glory. I'm going to hit challenge here and then let this game load in, and then we're going to go into this battle, which is probably going to start right off the back here. So we're hitting auto and we're going at it. But guess what? Let's do a little bit more here and let's go into our third instance, which is my baby account in Marvel Strike Force. And let's hit a battle right there too. And let's see once again if we experience any of those lags, but I think we're ultimately going to be fine here. So we're running 3 instances and it's running fairly smooth and we're having no issues whatsoever. So definitely, guys, download that BlueStacks 5 and, experience, sort of these great features here. So this is still loaded in and we'll hit auto here too. And then, but I wanted to show you something else, guys, right over here in this little tab and toolbar. So there's a lot of things here, toggle full screen if you want to. You can increase the volume, lower the volume. move and lock the cursor here. You also have this game control that's right over here too, where, you can actually, it's like a controls editor. So you can create new controls, edit them, and then manage some different sort of control schemes right over in this area. If you open the advanced editor, you can kind of toggle it and manage a few things. You can also change and create a new profile if you don't want it to be your default profile. So completely up to you in regards to how you want to go about doing it. There's some other things that are right over here too as well. Memory trim. So if you're, using too much RAM, on your PC because of BlueStacks, you can hit this button right here and it will free up or reduce, the RAM usage that you have there with just one click of a button. Another cool feature here down is the eco mode. So we talked about multi-instance, but what about that eco mode? Eco mode is also another very good one too, because eco mode will reduce, your CPU usage and then also your GPU usage, whichever one, you have your BlueStacks coded to make sure, again, that you're not eating up too much. Let's say that you're running BlueStacks in the background. You want to run your blitz rotations, or you're putting your raids on auto or something like that, and you still want to be able to get some work done elsewhere by using another platform. Maybe you're in a Zoom call, at work, and maybe you want to have that running in the background. You can put it on eco mode to not have it eat up too much of your RAM so that you won't experience any lags in anything else that you're doing. So listen, guys, I like BlueStacks 5. I think it's definitely improved, and, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, we just ran 3 different instances here, and as you saw, we had no lag. So download it, guys. Let me know, what your thoughts on it here. If you see some improvements, I'm definitely experiencing some improvements here with BlueStacks 5, guys. But appreciate you guys watching the video. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe.